kids were laughing in my classes while I was scheming for the masses. Who do you think you are? Dreaming about being a big star.
Hey guys, it's your girl naturallynata here. I'm here today to do a full face of first impressions video with you guys. I'm so excited because it's a full face of drugstore affordable type products that I have acquired over the past couple months really, and I just am now being able to share them with you guys. Yeah, all drugstore things that you can go purchase at your local Target and Walmart basically. If you're interested in seeing me do a full face of that, you know what to do. Just please stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm starting off with my eyebrows already done. I didn't have any new brow products, so that's why they're already done. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop straight on into the eyes. I'm gonna start off by priming my eyes. To prime my eyes, I'm going to be using this L'Oreal True Match concealer. This concealer says that it is the True Match Super Blendable Multi-Use Concealer. It says it conceals, illuminates, and hydrates. So I'm guessing it's going to be a very hydrating, probably more of a natural type concealer because it says it illuminates. Probably not that thick, probably more on the thinner side. I have the color medium W5-6. So this is what it looks like right here. You take this part off right at the top and there is like one of those little spongy things. I have not actually used this. I did turn it before to try to get it to come out, but I just was curious, so I decided to give it a test. What you do is you just twist this bottom part and the product is supposed to come out. So now I'm just going to take this sponge. This is not new. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Sponge. If you are looking for a good drugstore affordable sponge, you need this sponge in your life because it is absolutely amazing. Yes, I feel like that covered my eyelids very well and it was very easy to blend out. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using these two Wet n Wild palettes. The first one is this little quad. It is called Sweet as Candy, and I'm also going to be using this one right here. I'm pretty sure if you're a makeup lover, you've seen this one. This one is called Comfort Zone. It's supposed to be comparable actually to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette, so that might be another video that I will do with this palette. So I'm going to take the Sweet as Candy palette by Wet n Wild, and I'm going to take this shade right here which says Brow Bone, and I'm going to use it to set this concealer on my eyes. Also, to do some of my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this Moda Mythical 6-piece brush set right here. I got this from Walmart and it comes with 6 pieces like it says, and it also comes with a travel case, which is really cool. This is what it looks like right here. These are absolutely beautiful. I wanted to get them so bad because of the way they look. They kind of remind me of the Wet n Wild brushes. Wet n Wild recently came out with some brushes like this. They have a whole bunch of them actually, and the full set is actually $70. So whoa. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to take the domed shadow brush and I'm going to dip into the Brow Bone color right here. Take the Comfort Zone palette by Wet n Wild, and I'm going to take one of these transition shades on the outer edge. I'm going to start off with this one right here. I'm just going to be using a Wet n Wild fluffy blending brush to apply that to my crease. These eyeshadows are amazing. They have a bit of kickback with them, like a bit of fallout, but they are so extremely pigmented. That crease color just went right on so easily, and I wasn't expecting it to be this vibrant, so far I'm already pretty happy. So next I'm going to go into this transition shade. These two are the transitions. It actually says transition on the packaging, which makes it super easy. So I'm going to use this next one right here, and we're really going to focus that in the crease. It's not going to be as blown out as this shade right here, and I'm going to be using one of the brushes from the Royal & Langnickel Moda Mythical set. This is called the Crease Brush. These actually remind me of the Anastasia shadows in that there's quite a bit of fallout, and this is supposed to be a dupe for an Anastasia palette, so this is crazy. I'm just going back in with that domed shadow brush that I used with the brow bone color. Putting a little bit more of that on the brush and just gonna run that right here at the top just to blend this all out. Yes. What I didn't notice before, is the only two matte shades are the transition shades on the outer corners. All 8 of those smaller shadows on the middle of the palette are all shimmer. They're all shimmer, so I don't know how I feel about that. I'm pretty sure the Subculture palette has way more mattes than this palette, so that is a huge difference between the two. I think I'm going to go in, I really think I'm going to go in with this shade right here all over my lid. I'm going to take some setting spray, spray my brush with it, dip it into the shadow, and then apply it all over my lid. I was expecting, I expected it to be more of a chocolatier brown, but it actually is a bit dark. Like, it almost looks black, which is making this another smoky eye, but more of a brown smoky eye. I kind of want to transform this color just a bit, so I think I'm going to add one of the greens on top. I think I'm going to take this one right here, because this one right here looks absolutely amazing. Look at that. I want to put this on top of this brown with my fingers. So it's already on my finger right here, so I'm just going to spray. Bit of that darker transition shade back into my crease and my outer V, and just blended everything out. So we are basically done with the eyes. I love the palette. Extremely pigmented. The blendability is like crazy easy. They blend it out so seamlessly and so easily, but still they're very pigmented. This palette is $4.62 at Walmart. Wow, like I am really shook right now by those. I'm gonna take the little quad Sweet as Candy, and I'm going to take the transition shade, which is this dark chocolatey brown right here. And I'm also going to take the angled liner brush. I'm gonna do a smoky wing, brown wing with eyeshadow. Finished that brown winged liner. It worked very nicely. It looks more, you know, daytime appropriate, and you know, just a little smokier outer V. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to eyelashes. I have my eyelashes prepped with mascara. It's not a new mascara, so I didn't show it on camera, but I am gonna be using new affordable lashes. These are the Allure and Jasmine brown lashes. I really have been looking for these everywhere, and I finally saw them at Target actually. So these are in the style JB. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on, and those lashes are stunning, guys. I love them so much. Those are beautiful. I was not expecting them to be this dramatic. They look dramatic in the packaging, but they're even more dramatic on your eyes. I love them. So for foundation, I'm extremely excited to use this. If you watched my drugstore makeup haul that I did a few weeks back, actually, a couple weeks back, I believe, I hauled this Sleek Makeup Life Proof Foundation. I have the color LP12, and I'm so excited to use this. My face is primed and moisturized. So what I'm gonna do is just hop on into the foundation. I like these tubes like this. It reminds me of the L'Oreal Infallible foundations that has the squeezy tube. So, whoa, I did not squeeze it, and it's already like shooting out. This is the shade right here. I'm going to read what the back says. It says, life-proof your look with this foundation that goes the distance. Soft focus powders create a blurring effect to help reduce the appearance of fine lines. The oil-free formula can help skin look even and shine-free whilst imperfections are concealed. I'm pretty sure this is a British brand, UK brand, and what made me say that is they said whilst. That is such like a British word to say, whilst. It has some more claims on the back, and I'm going to read those in just a second. This might not be my shade. It is extremely yellow, guys. Wow, this is yellow AF. I'm scared. To blend this out, I'm going to be using another one of the Moda mythical brushes. This is the complexion brush. It's a nice little small domed brush.
This is so yellow.
The coverage looking great though so far. This just is not, I don't think this is the right shade. This is wrong. I think I can make this work. But I'm thinking I can make it work. Once I kept pressing it into my skin with the brush and then went over it with the sponge, it's looking a lot better. It's looking a lot better. So I think we're okay. We're okay. But it also says that it's sweat-proof, oil-free, and medium to full buildable coverage. I definitely agree with that. Definitely a good medium off the rip. If I don't need any more because I don't have very many problem areas. But if I needed more coverage and would have went over it again, it definitely would be full coverage. I still see a little bit of my marks right here peeking through on the side. That's fine with me. I think it looks great. I'm really in shock that it looks this good as far as the coverage and everything. The shade I think is a bit off, and they don't have that many shades. I got this foundation at Target. I think at my Target they only had like 2, maybe 3 shades darker than this one, and this one is a bit yellow, man. It's like really yellow. The coverage plus. So if you can find your shade in this foundation, I definitely think that, you know, it's worth a try. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back in with the L'Oreal True Match Concealer. I am not a fan of this applicator. Like, it sucks. I hate it. Why? This one is so small, it actually feels like it's gonna like snap off at any second. If you have just a normal applicator or a doe foot, it's just so much quicker. This just makes it more complicated, really. I'm gonna go back in with the same foundation brush and press this into my skin. Coverage from these products, man. I do like that concealer. It does give really good coverage. For a drugstore concealer, it is quite expensive. So I have to say that I do like the coverage, and for the price, it better get some good coverage. But I still think that there's other ones that are cheaper, like the Makeup Revolution concealer that I would use before this one, because this one is almost double that price, and although it is good coverage, you might not want to splurge that much on a drugstore concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and cream contour. To cream contour, I'm going to be using this Black Radiance CC palette. This has color correcting shades that highlight and brighten. It conceals dark circles, brown spots, and hyperpigmentation, and is medium to deep shades, neutralize imperfection and discoloration. I could have used this actually for our highlight. We could have used this shade right here. Maybe we can go in a bit on top of what we have already, but I really want to use these shades right here for our cream contouring. This is the medium to deep palette. They do have a light to medium also, just in case you want to know. I think I'm going to go in with this nice warm color right here. To do that, I'm just going to take another Wet n Wild brush. This is a like flat concealer brush. I'm going to use that down the sides of my nose. If you know me, you know I love a good nose contour. Putting it up under the, what is that called? That middle part of my nose, just to push my nose up. Make it nice and cute. Also across the bridge, just like that. I'm going to take another concealer brush. This one is the one I use to clean up my brows, and I'm going to dip into that banana shade. I'm just going to add a little bit under here just to see if it'll brighten it up a bit. Palette is quite thick, so it did take a while to blend that out, but I think it's beautiful. I think it's worth it, especially for the price. Everything's really pigmented, and although it's thick, you really get a nice, you know, a nice color. So now to set my under eye, I'm going to use the Black Radiance Loose Setting Powder. I already opened it up. I have never used this, but I just opened it up right here to save time. What it says to do is just to shake it lightly into the cap. It looks like it's a really, really nice shade. I love banana powders so much. It also comes with this applicator right here, but I'm not going to be using that right now. I like putting the excess powder on the back of my hand just so it's like a nice, smooth, thin layer of product. And I'm going to set. I'm going to set everywhere that we concealed and highlighted with the concealer. Alright, so I have my face set and I carved up under my cream contour with that same banana powder. I do like that banana powder. It's extremely yellow, but it still worked really, really well. My face looks nice. It's lightweight, so I'm liking it. I'm liking like pretty much everything, but seriously, everything so far is amazing. To set my cream bronzer, my cream contour, I'm going to use this L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. It says it's a sun-kissed bronzer for face and body. It's in 03 Deep. This is the darkest one, guys. It actually is pretty dark. I could have actually probably got the medium shade, but I wanted the dark. I'm not using any blush today, and this is a blush brush. I don't really think I would use this for blush. Actually, it seems pretty good for contour actually, so I'm just gonna use this to set my cream contour. This is actually not my first time using this bronzer. It is new though, so this is a new 2018 launch for L'Oreal, and I really, really like this bronzer. I really like this bronzer because I can also use it to set my nose contour, so that's what I'm going to do. So it does look like it has some shimmer in it. It really doesn't, and I've used it to set my nose contour before and it looks perfectly fine, so that's what I'm going to do today. So I went ahead and set my face with some setting spray, and we're going to go straight into highlight. I like setting my face before I do my highlight a lot of times because I feel like you do it while your face is still a little damp, it'll make it more vibrant. Highlight, I'm going to be using the Sleek Makeup highlighting palette. This is in Cleopatra's Kiss. I also hauled this in my drugstore makeup haul a couple of weeks ago. Look at this. Stunning. There's 2 cream shades and 2 powders. These are, wow, these are the cream shades. These are the powders. I think I'm going to use this cream shade right here first. To use the cream, I'm actually going to dip my my sponge into it. And see if we can get, yeah, you can definitely see it. Now I'm going to go into this powder shade right here. I'm using a Target brush. This is one of their Up and Up brushes. It's amazing. It's kind of like a dupe for the Anastasia A23, which is a very popular highlighting brush. Once it starts to be too much, I need to calm down. Wow. Wow for that highlighter. I went in, blended it out, added a bit of setting spray to my face. Then I went ahead and finished up my under eye, ran it up under my eyes, and added some mascara to the lower lash line. What I'm gonna do now is actually take this shade right here. Then I'm gonna pop that into my inner corner. Lips, and we're done. I'm going to take this Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip. This is in the shade Anyways. This is one of Ellarie's collaborations with Colourpop. I have never tried this one, so this is my first time. I've tried some of the other ones and they're absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to quickly line my lips with some brown lip liner, apply this, and we'll be all done.